back to the channel. This is Aziza, aka Gourmet Pens. I just wanted to share a pen setup that I've done, and I just thought it would be fun. So I recently did a video on the new Schondsgn titanium Monoc nib, and the pen that I have shown in that video is this one, which is a black aluminum like matte finish, which is really nice for a black pen. So I will give it that. It is really elegant, feels really good in hand. But I thought, you know what, I really like to see how my ink moves around. So because the titanium Monoc nib is JoWo compatible, I put it into my full-size Ultim pen so that I could eyedropper it. So that's what I did, and I just thought I would show you like how it looks and do some writing just so you can see what it functions like. And of course now I'm trying to remember what ink I put in it. Ooh, why do I never remember these things? I literally inked this like 2 days ago. You would think I would remember. But anyway, this is the full-size Ultim. If you are buying the Monoc, you can upgrade to the Ultim using his discount code, which gives you $100 off the pen body. So if you don't like the black pen, you can upgrade to a different model and different finish. So I really like this one because, well, not only is it clear, you can see your ink, it has O-rings, which allows me to eyedropper it with minimal chance of leakage. And I just really like it. It just looks really cool being able to see the nib through the cap. And it's just a fun pen. So here's the Monoc. Basically what I did was I unscrewed it from the section of this pen, just literally straight up unscrewed it. It came out very easily, not too easily, but easily, and screwed it into this section. And then I inked the pen and closed it up, and the O-rings help prevent any ink leakage. So it's a really fantastic eyedropper setup, and so I thought it would be cool. So it's a really comfortable pen. If you like to post, you can. It's a very light cap, so it does really well being posted. So let's see if I can remember what I inked this with. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't remember these things. I have a lot of pens inked. Okay, this looks like... I know what the ink this is. It is this. It is the Ink Institute Jade Vine. Look at that. Brilliant. Your girl is brilliant. So we have Schondsgn Ultim. This is the full size. We have the Monoc nib in here. It is not super wet. So when I did the writing sample with a converter, I would say it was like a 5.5 out of 10 in terms of wetness. This is probably a 7. So I'm going to put it at like 7 out of 10 of wetness. So not super wet if you don't like super juicy writers. I do, so I don't mind if it gushes ink, but some people don't. So there you go. Still gives you that very pencil-y feel. Very consistent, reliable lines. Not for pressure, not meant for pressure. It's a firm nib. That's what you're going to get. Okay, let's do this. This Ink Institute ink is also a little on the dry side, so if you put something wetter in here, you'd probably get a greater ink flow. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with this ink flow. It really just depends on what you like. I really like this ink color, and the shading that shows up, so I wanted it in this pen. Oh God, I just love this nib. This nib is so unusual, so different compared to anything else I own, and I just think it's really cool. One of the questions I've gotten a lot recently is this nib worth the price over a regular JoWo nib. So here we have a regular JoWo nib. Okay, they look very different. They are made of different things. One is made in a factory where JoWo, I mean, it's just made in a factory. Nobody cares. I mean, maybe they care. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But the Monoc is a completely different beast, and it's really hard to compare the two of them. One is, I mean, it's like, it's a passion project. There's R&D and love and development and hard work and probably tears put into the Monoc. And remember, I bought this one myself. So it's not like I was gifted this and I'm talking about this. I'm saying I believed in this and I wanted to support what Schondsgn is doing, so I purchased it. Is it better than the JoWo? I mean, they both write. They both put ink on the page. It's a different writing experience. And it really, if you're not sure and you don't want to spend the money to find out, which is totally fine, I would really recommend you get to a pen show and try the nib out, or go to a pen meet if you can and try it out, because it's totally different. Like, they're not, it's like apples and oranges. I mean, yes, they're both fruit. Yes, they're both nibs, but they are not the same thing. So this is a JoWo nib. It has variation. It is not super consistent. It performs differently than the Monoc does. The Monoc looks different. It feels different. It is reliable. It writes consistently. It writes in one way, and that's how it writes. So it's a medium round point. That's what it does. So there you go. I can't really answer that question. I can't tell you if one is worth it over the other. I can just tell you that I believed in the Schondsgn. I really wanted to try it out because I'm in the pen world. And part of what I do is try out new things and assess them. And that's part of the joy of what I get to do, is explore new goodies so I can share them in videos, or even when we just chit chat and people ask like, hey, I'm looking for a new nib. What would you recommend? It's market research. It's just research of what's out there. And so I wanted to invest in this nib. I'm really happy with it. So I've actually ordered another one. So that tells you possibly how happy I am with how it performs. I'm probably going to put a Monoc on all my Schon pens because I think it's really that cool. I think it's neat what it does. By the way, it reverse writes. Hang on. I know this because I tested this. Let me make sure I've got some good flow going on here. Okay, it reverse writes with regular ink, like not ink that's super dry. The problem with this is it's a little too light to show it. There we go. It's too dry. Okay, so it does reverse write. Let me grab my other one, which is not inked with something super duper dry. And I can show you. The other one is the same thing. Totally fine reverse writing. Very cool. Not as fun as this side. This side is delicious. This side. Yeesh. I love it. They are so awesome. So anyway, I just wanted to do a fun video that shows you that you can put it on a different Schon pen, and it's fun and it's cool. And I wanted to just share this with you, even though I just reviewed this nib. I just like it that much, so I'm that excited about it. Anyway, if you had fun, I would love it if you would like and share and subscribe. And thank you again to Schondsgn for the very cool stuff. I'm having a blast with it. We're going to do some side writing just for fun, because that's what we do here. And then we'll see you next time for the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.